Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? We're streaming. We're streaming now. Oh, yeah, I better check Discord and see if that old stream bot thing still wants to decide to work. Let me look at that. Bot. Okay, interesting. So, since my last visit... Oh, no, okay, never mind. It's the notifications tab. That's why the... Okay, in theory, the bot should still work. Hey, yeah, look. Okay, sweet. I mean, you can't... I say look, and you're currently looking at a totally different screen right now, so that's kind of rude. Um, but yeah, how cool is that? That same old bot still works, which is good. Good. Yeah, because honestly, I don't want to have to think about streaming stuff right now. I just want to code. I just want to code some nonsense. That's it. That's all. I just want to code some nonsense. Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? I might want to bring that screen back up. Yeah, I might want to bring this screen back up. Okay. Where was I? What was the next thing that I wanted to do? What was the next thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, okay. So the problem right now is this slider is great, but each of these different things, okay, these aspects of the arrow, left arm, right arm, tail, base, whatever you want to call it, and then this tip and the armpits, they have different sort of allowances for what valid values are going to be. And so if I really want this to work, I'm going to ultimately sort of encapsulate each of those into things that like classes, I guess, that receive messages from the UI that's like, hey, you should update your value. But it should have the option to be like, no. If I set myself to this value, I will look stupid. And what's going to be interesting is that the value, the validness of the value is, see, yeah, look at that. That's a perfect example. It's going to depend on, things like the thickness. So, but in theory, okay, in theory, that's actually not a, it doesn't have to ask the UI for what the thickness is. Instead, it can just look inward. It can just look at itself to know what the thickness is. These are the things I'm thinking about. I don't know if it makes any sense, but that's probably what's gonna happen. Is I need to like encapsulate these at some point. Right now, encapsulation is not the problem. It's more like organization and shit. It's just really not great looking. Yeah. So okay, let's start with making a point2D class. This is not the right file type. No, it is. Did I just like hallucinate or something? Was this not like, didn't this not have the TS symbol a second ago? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Point2D. Do I do an underscore here? Huh. I don't know. Amazing. Amazing. Fantastic. Stupendous. I hear a weird sound. It might be my mic is picking up like the sound of the PC or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Whatever. Okay. So our problem is that we actually have 3 points associated with each thing. Right? Here's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, step 1. Oh, this is going to be so tedious. Step 1 is to turn all the XYs into 0.2Ds. Really? Really no code actions available? Are you kidding? Yeah, am I... Huh? Export class. Did you mean to set the module resolution option to node? I don't think I did. I mean, maybe I did, but look, I'm importing color from util. Hitting control save, control S. No, that's not it. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Let me look at my rhythm game real quick and see what its settings are. Module resolution is node in that. Okay. Okay. I was wrong. I was wrong. And yet, somehow, that didn't fix anything. Dude, I love programming in TypeScript. It's my favorite language. Public. That could be the problem. Do I not know how to define a class? Did I forget how to do that? No, actually, that looks roughly correct. That looks roughly correct. What do you mean? What do you actually mean? Is there something wrong in here? Right? That seems most likely. Okay, let me see here. Outdoor being dissed is correct. I'm comparing it off screen to a to my rhythm game. Output dir being dist is correct. Source map true, no implicit any true. Module E6, target ES5. Okay, so if I say target ES 2020, does that magically fix it? No. Unexpected token, line 2, column 11. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry, you didn't expect a space after the word public? Allow.js false. Let me come over here again. I should say allow.js false. Flash. Okay, one by one. We'll figure this out. Exclude node modules. Well, yeah. Include include source scripts. I think it's including everything okay for now. I could put it there. Right, I could put it there anyways. Okay. So it can't be the TS config. It could be Webpack config. That always likes to mess with me, right? Okay, let's check out the Webpack config. Dev tool, let's see here. I don't know what most of these things do. Module, rules, TS loader node modules. Okay, that seems correct. Resolve those things. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, all these are basically the same. Yeah, all these are the same. Okay. That's very mysterious. I don't think I need that either, honestly. So maybe this is one of those classic turn it off and on again situations. It does not appear to be. It does not appear. Look at this. Look. Look. Okay. So that was the problem. But why does this say why did that say TS before? Why did that say TS before? And why did this say TS when it wasn't? Cool. I love that. I like I like it when my IDE like hides errors from me. I love that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. I think we make this a point as well. This is so tedious, I'm considering not doing it at all, honestly. But it's gonna make the code look so much smaller. In fact, yeah, it's gonna look like this. Yeah. Each one is going to be an array containing the center point, the left bevel, and the right bevel points, for lack of a better term. Hold on. Is my stream doing no data, supposedly? Oh. Oh, okay. That was like the first message on the YouTube control panel. Whatever. Confusing me. Okay. And we declared this first because these bevel points are calculated from these, and it's just easier to do the calculation this way. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I just cut these things and paste them in there. Yeah, I think this is going to work really good. This is going to look really good. Maybe not an array, ultimately. Yeah, maybe ultimately the sense of being an object. I'll continue with this for now though, because it's so close to an object declaration that it doesn't matter. It's like it's gonna look the same. Okay, so we're gonna do let right arm top. I think what we do is we do a find replace this guy. Brilliant. Wait. No, that's correct. That's correct. This is going to be X. If I put it that, does it guess that it should be Y? Not really. But that's fine. Yeah, whatever. We just have to do this 6 more times. when I'm doing a series of tedious things, I like to break it down into a few steps and then do all the first step, do all the second step, do all the third step. It makes it a little bit more tedious, but it also sometimes makes it faster. Because you get better at doing the thing fast when you're doing it multiple times in a row. It's something to do with like how limited your memory is, that you can't fit in all of a multi-part sequence. Possibly. I don't freaking know. I'm not a psychologist. But maybe one thing that's nice about doing it this way is you get like a rush of dopamine, like just now, and it's like, oh hey, I did all of that part of the thing, so like, haha, I have a little victory. Dude, I really love hitting those curly braces. This is like just a little bit too much to have in one sequence, I think, but it's okay. That seems right. Ooh, almost there. Awesome. Awesome. Ah, that's a good refactor right there. Let's see if I can remember this. We're going around the arrow clockwise. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. This is not... This is Python I'm trying to write here. This is not right either. It is parentheses. For... Do I put a space? I think I do put a space. It's not like for is a function, right? No, I don't think so. Push. Pass out push. Maybe I will just do that. 1. Just get the middle one. And path needs to be an array of 0.2ds. Still not happy. What? Oh, right. Crap. Did I name this incorrectly? Fulfill. Aha. Typos. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, very good. Okay, and then we come over here, replace all this with 0, 1, 2. fine. Even though this is like equivalent, it's still like not clean, you know, because it was at a time before I even conceived of the idea of using a class for a point. What will they think of next? Yeah, okay. So if I've done this refactor correctly, literally nothing should have changed. Literally no progress. which isn't really true. I mean, it is progress. Okay, something has gone terribly wrong. Module parse failed. Okay. Wait a second. I don't get the error here? What? I don't get the error here. If there's an error, shouldn't it be telling? Especially a module parse error. Maybe I just need to refresh? What? Do I dare? Do I dare go look at this? I don't think this is a relevant bug. Hmm? It is on no throttling. What? I'm sorry, what? Is no, that can't be right. I don't. Oh, okay. And that just worked. It's doing like the right click and open with live server that magically worked because okay, classic just restart. Uh, classic just restart and make it work. Okay, there is a bug I think though. There is a bug because there's a non-zero bevel size and these corners are not beveled. Which tells me what exactly? Uh, this could be the problem. Okay, if not bevel, do this. Else, do this. Control points I, 0, 1, 2. Let me go look at this variable. Right? Bevel is equal to a boolean where this bevel size ratio is greater than 0. I don't think I broke this. Yeah, this was not part of what was changed. So in theory, it should be working fine. Bevel is on, allegedly. That's really strange. Thickness still. Line width still. Bevel size, no. Okay, that's curious. Hold on. Discord message. Let me just double check. What happened? Oh, I have a message. Someone messaged me. All right. Somebody's watching somewhere. That's great. Um where was I? So something weird is happening here, right? These points here, there's no way that these points are equivalent to these. That doesn't make any sense. And these are arrays. Huh? What is with like the series of strange bugs I've been getting? Console.log path.length. Surely that would tell me something, right? Bevel is on and 27. 9. 27? 9. Yeah? 9. Huh? Huh. What is going on? Hmm. Well, one thing that bothers me is the lack of semicolons here. But that doesn't matter, I don't think. No, these are looking correct so far. These are looking correct. Okay. Let's try doing console.log control points, right? Okay. We have a 9-element array, each containing arrays, and these are distinct values. The y value is not going to be different because these are these points. Oh, frick. Okay. No, this is a me error. This is a me being stupid error. Um, there we go. Okay. That was just like a little bit of a conceptual confusion for a second there. Okay. We got there. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm hungry. I'm going to make some cereal and be right back. Hey, we're back. I have cereal. I have to wait a little while before consuming said cereal. Because as every cereal enjoyer knows, you have to wait just the right amount of time so that it's absorbed, some of the milk. And I actually like my cereal more on the soggy side, so I kind of don't care if it's absorbed too much milk. But for other people, there's this zone where like you start eating when it's just when it hasn't absorbed quite enough milk, and then that way by the end it hasn't gotten overly soggy. Because some people find that repulsive, but not me. I absolutely love it when it's soggy. I don't care. It's like oatmeal then at that point, right? Oatmeal is a food that people eat. That's like pretty normal, and that's basically just like mushy cereal. Yeah, I don't understand. Mushy is great. Well, maybe not great. Great is a little bit too far, actually. Like cereal is not ever really great, I would say, unless we're talking about Frosted Flakes, of course. Okay. So this is mission accomplished, right? This is pretty great. Now we have them in arrays. This loop is like simplified, which is cool. Um, and actually, my very next thing is going to be to totally refactor this again and just use classes. I think. Ah, let me think here. Hmm. If I have a global in this class called control points, and every draw loop, I just draw the contents of that array. That would be good. Because as we know, the coordinates, the values in those control points aren't really changing every frame. Yeah, and then we have something like a setter on the arrow class that has the ability to go in and recalculate the control points. Yeah, that would make sense. And in said setter, I can then put the validation stuff. But then in reality, it's not going to be overall validation, it's going to be per point validation. Each point is going to have its own validation. I think, possibly. Or it could end up being the same. No, I think it's going to be a different formula for each control point. Right? Like the left and right arms might be similar formulas, but no. And maybe the base too is going to be somewhat similar, but no, it's probably going to be different formulas for each one. Um, but that's fine. Okay, so let's see here. How it works right now is in index, whenever there's a change here. Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes sense. Ah. Are we gonna have a separate setter for each thing? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Hmm. Well, let's just start working on it and see what happens. Because, like, one thought that I was thinking was in this update function, we would have an object, and on that object, we would have a bunch of attributes that are optional. So it would make this really simple, where you would just say arrow dot update, and then you would put it, you would make a little object and have this as just one of the fields and leave everything else blank. But it would make this more complicated, because then you'd have to look at this object and be like, okay, if the component is, if the attribute is there, great, except we have to validate it. If the attribute's not there, then we use the internal value that we've already set. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because I can't think of a better way to do it, really. That just seems like the way you do this thing. I haven't done something exactly like this before, but I've done something like a little bit like it with config in the rhythm game. Config is kind of like that. So it might make sense to do things that way. Okay, so update is going to be is basically this, right? Where you recalculate all the junk. And bevel is equal to, yep, that's correct. Top left. I don't know. Sure. We do this, we do that. Let's make control points private, probably. And at the very end, we say this dot control points equals that, which is correct. And then over here, if bevel, I probably do this. Yep, it was a mistake to have that variable way up there in the first place. Should have been down here. Okay, then we do this dot everywhere. We just sprinkle this dot across all of our variables to make them work again. I don't do this, though. There we go. There we go. We love to see this. This is great. This is fantastic. Okay. Now how do we call update? Is it an interface? Is it a class? We maybe, I don't know. Sure, we call it an interface. Interface arrow update. Arrow update. Sure. And it will have, let's see, bevel size ratio, thickness ratio. What's the other one? Line width ratio. Ratio. Yeah, and then all these are optional. Although it'd be really stupid to put in an empty update, we will. I suppose we'll have to allow for that possibility. Um, and I believe the default value for such an object is undefined. So we would check for undefined. Finally, cereal. Huh? Is this reserved? That's literally it. Is it literally is. Is this actually going to be that simple? I'm trying to think where I would fit in the validation. Because you don't need to validate a value that's undefined. No, okay. I was going to say you don't need to validate the already like this internal thing. You don't need to validate that, but that's actually a lie. That's actually a lie because you do. Because there are cross-cutting concerns. The validation depends on all the everything together. So, okay. Except for line width. Line width doesn't really matter. We'll pretend that it does, though. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. And then we come over here and we're like, hey, arrow, you should update with thickness ratio equal to this. Beautiful. Ta-da! Okay. Now, update only does an update when it needs to update. And draw, um, I mean, you still don't need to draw like this every frame. You could draw to an off-screen canvas, but we don't care about that. We're not gonna do that because why? Because shit. Um, um, I'm not gonna bother drawing to an off-screen canvas because while that would make the program more efficient, it makes it slightly more complicated. I might end up doing it anyways. Um, because in a more complicated state, it would be marginally not that much more complicated. Um, but like it's so little work to do the drawing as it is now that there's no perform there's not that's not a win. That's not a performance win for me at that point. Cannot read properties of undefined reading length arrow at arrow dot draw. At arrow dot draw. Oh, hold on. It occurs to me. Aha, aha, aha. Okay. I bet it's this. Burr, 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 burr. I bet this is the problem. Yep. Yeah, that was it. Yep, still smooth as butter. Still broken as heck. Cool. Great. We love it. This actually has not changed anything. There are no new features yet. It's just refactoring. Hmm. So validation is probably the next thing I should think about. It's an interesting problem. It's a hard problem, I think. Now, I know the validation is going to be dependent on all these values, except for line width. And it has something to do with points hitting other points. But I don't think I'm going to like... Well, I could sort of like one wrong way to do it in my head would be to calculate these points right here. There's two of them, and if they're quote unquote close enough together, then it's invalid. Then it's invalid. Suggestion: YouTube is suggesting something to me. The audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Are you kidding me? Wait, what is it? Hold on a second. Let me go. Let me go listen to the stream on my phone and make sure I don't. That there's audio. It's a weird. That's a concerning message for YouTube to be sending me. All right, let me mute myself. Okay, I've listened to the stream and I have verified that there is in fact audio. So I don't know. A 0 bitrate? A 0 bitrate, huh? Well, I can't really worry about that now. So, whatever. Suggestion: audio stream's current bitrate is 0. That's so crazy. That's so weird. Whatever. Where was I? Yeah, so the wrong way to do this in my head would be to like look at these 2 points and see, are they close enough together? Um and therefore the validation would have to come after you do the control point calculations for all that stuff. I don't think that's what you do. I'm pretty sure that that's not what you do. but but that using that condition to algebraically manipulate things and come to like a closed form solution, that might work. That might work. And that way of doing things is brain dead and foolproof. So that would be great. Okay, what would it be called? Left arm, right arm, and left arm. Okay. So it would be this guy, right arm top. Yeah, it would be this guy. The bottom bevel of right arm top. And the top bevel of right arm bottom. Hold on. Right arm, bottom, top bevel. This. Okay. So we would have a statement that's like, when this is equal to this, in theory. Okay. Let's look at what this is. Okay. uh, this dot size cancels out, as it should. Top left X cancels out, as it should. No, you want to leave that sign intact, for sure. Okay. Here's something. Well, you can divide everything by 1 over the square root of 2, so that's cool. And then you're just left with 0 is equal to 2 times bevel size. Well, this is the X part solved. Let me copy this. This is not a condition. This is just a statement. So if I undo enough, I'll get back to where it was a statement. Okay, so this was... What was this exactly? Yeah, this. Okay. So this is... What is this? The bottom bevel of the top. Okay, so the condition is that this must be less than this. This x value must be less than this x value. Okay. And I think I have to reverse that. So this is greater than this. The bottom of the top. Right arm top. Yeah. So this is greater than this. That's the condition. And then we bring back this. And it would be this. I think. And then maybe like a nicer way to represent this is bringing thickness over to this side of the equation. Thickness must be greater than 2 times bevel size. That seems like it makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not here to think. What are you talking about? So, hmm. What would if we get so detecting the issue is one thing, but okay, so I would say what would I say? I would say if oh thickness ratio and thickness are two different values. Okay, let me expand a little bit. You divide both sides by size, which is a positive value, so it's guaranteed not to change anything. Perfect. Okay. Same concept. If thickness ratio is less than 2 times bevel size ratio, then don't change the thickness. Change bevel size ratio. Bevel size ratio must be equal to thickness ratio over 2. Okay. Uh, very error prone. What's the what's the little spinner on my mouse? That was weird. Is there a bug? No, it built successfully. Okay. Weird. Ha 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 ha! Yes! Mmm! Yeah! Take that! Hell yeah! Woo! Math degree, bitch! That's right. So that seems to work for three. 1, 2, 3. Assuming, okay, assuming a lot, it assumes that we want it to be symmetrical like it is right now with the top side and bottom side of the arms and the base. It assumes we want that to be symmetrical. Which for now we probably do, right? For now we probably do want that. I can conceive of a future state of the program where that wasn't the case. But um for now, honestly, if it was just this, it'd be more than fine. So, okay. What's not fine, however, is the top, right? The top and the armpits. They need separate validation for sure. Those need separate validation for sure. Hmm. Yeah, so the way to code that separate validation would be to make each of the control points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into separate classes, which each have their own update function. Um, I mean, obviously that's kind of a bad way to do it, and it's like really redundant and stuff. But it does have the nice feature of they'd all use the same interface. Yes, redundant, but also all use the same interface. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. I need to sit down though. I'm gonna lower my desk real quick. Just gonna mute my mic, I think. Okay. Oh yes, that's much better. Uh, my back. I've got programmer back. Which is indistinguishable from gamer back. gamer hunch, maybe is what it's called. Uh, there's a meme in there somewhere, I think. Yeah. Okay. So this is really sick, though. Um, like, look at how simple that is, right? Look at how simple that is. Like, if I really thought about it for a long time, I could have come to this, right? I could have been like, yeah, of course the thickness should be that condition is where the thickness is equal to two times the bevel size, right? I probably could have just like sat down and think about it, like, oh yeah, of course it makes sense. But with algebra, you don't have to think. You just take these two complicated equations and do a sequence of mechanical transformations, and then boom, out pops science, truth, knowledge. Okay, but we need a new class here. Hmm. So we've got like bevel 1, which is a private, public. I don't know. I'd make everything public. Why not? Bevel 1, which is a 0.2D. Center, which is a 0.2D. And then we've got bevel 2, which is a 0.2D. Great. We love to see it. And the constructor, what do you know? It's just going to be these three things. Colon, not capital L. Wow, I did it twice, dude. I missed. Okay, having a hard time. My hands are cold. It's cold in here. I do declare. Hold on. It's probably cold in here because the sun is shining on my thermostat, making it think that the heater has done its job, when in fact it hasn't. It is 68 degrees in here when I've instructed the thermostat to maintain 71 degrees. We can't have that. I mean, obviously we can have that because, like, here we are. And, you don't argue with your thermostat. You just don't. Okay, so that is a constructor. It's not super great though, is it? Okay. So how is this actually gonna work? Right? How's this actually gonna work? Well, what's inputs and outputs? Okay. So the input for one of these control points is like a lot, right? It's top left X, it's top left, it's size, it's all of these ratios. Okay, it's not this ratio. Every time. Freaking line width. Every time. Um yeah, the line width doesn't change how how these points get generated. Okay. Do I optimize that? No, I don't. I don't optimize anything. Okay, so top left size. Um, public update. Top left size. Thickness ratio. Bevel size ratio. Should I just call it bevel ratio? No, because I get bevel size. And okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine how it is. Okay. So every control point is like this? I ask myself. Hmm. Oh, wait a second. So each one has like its own update function though. Okay, what's the purpose of putting this in a class again? I guess what I'm thinking about is more like an interface rather than a class. Or it'd be like a class in an abstract class, but okay. So, I don't know, let's try it. Hmm. Is that right? What does it return? Void. So do I want this to be an abstract class or what? Maybe I just make it an interface. Let's I really like interfaces most of the time. And you can have functions in an interface, I think. Yeah, just like that. Um okay. So control points will need to change into an array of control points. And in my constructor, I need to sort of define the control points. Like the structure of them, not their individual values, but like basically just their update function is all I need to define. Uh, hmm. I think I make a separate file for this. What is the problem right now? A little bit confused. I know I need to import this. Control point only refers to its type, but it's being used as a value here. Export let. There we go. Oh, frick, we've got a lot, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Hmm. Is it actually not equal sign, but this? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Hmm. If this were a class, it could have a constructor. I think is a thing. Yeah. There we go. So these will default to undefined for me automatically, and I don't have to waste lines of code initializing them. All I need to do is say tip.update is equal to function of something, and then define it. Yeah. There we go. It's beautiful. And then we'll do, what will we do? Are these updates actually the same updates? I think they are. Nope, no need to go. Hmm. That's an interesting thought. Do I store these? In arrow? Or do I store them in control point? I think for now, I'm going to pretend like control point isn't going to store them, but later decide to make the control points store them. I think that's how it's going to shake out. Okay. So I think what I do is I copy all this junk. I think that's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be spaced very well. Yes. And I'm going to tediously put these things in there. Can I have a local variable named the same? Should probably rename this to center, right? If I do this, that only renames inside. Okay, that's exactly what it should be. Okay. That's a start. That is a start. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to paste you repeatedly. That's something else I should do. Okay. Bring you in here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, we replace that with this. Almost there. Okay. So now what's going to happen is we need to know bevel size. And we need to know thickness. You know, if we don't need to know thickness, do we calculate it? I don't know. We probably do. Yeah, we probably do calculate it anyways, right? Okay. And we're going to have separate validations, so this is not totally as silly as it looks right now. That's right. Okay. The tip doesn't have this, but the right arms do. It's going to be like this. Yes. I've sort of made a mistake. Here, we will rectify that thusly. Okay. Here's what we wanted. Yes, exactly. Perfect. There's the validation. Okay. So we do this for right arm top and right arm bottom. We do this for not the armpit, but the base. Yes, the base as well. Both left and right of the base. And the left arm bottom and left arm top. We do the validation. We're still not fully done because this is not what we want it to be. We'll change this a bit and we'll make this, we'll say something like tip dot bevel 1 is equal to this. Do not want a comma at the end, we want a semicolon. We would say tip dot center is equal to tip center. We would say tip dot bevel 2 is equal to this new point. And then we're finally done. Perfect. Okay. right, almost there. Ooh, okay. This need... Okay, so we got to rename all these. Okay, now we can do what we wanted to do, which was say right arm top dot level 1 is equal to this. Dude, I love doing arm pot though. I'm like self-censoring. That's what it must be, right? Armpits are just too risque. Very good. Very, very good. So I would say this dot control points is equal to Control points. No. Still call this .update. Still default to undefined. No. Validation. I'll comment it out for now. You know what just occurred to me is in an ideal world, jeez. In an ideal world, the UI would would be able to sort of communicate with the control points. So right now we're just passing information one direction to the control points, but there is actually some information we want to come back from the control points, which is the sort of the validation max, I think, for example, because that could inform the UI. We could use that to tell the UI what the max value of a range is, for example. It's not super relevant right now, but for what I envision, where I let the user, for example, select a control point, it would not make sense at that point when you have a specific control point selected. It wouldn't make sense if the UI still had the slider be able to go out of range. That wouldn't make any sense. But that's fine because the class structure that we have right now will make that work without much of a problem. That'll be fine. Okay, so this is fine. This is now unnecessary, I claim. No, it's not unnecessary. This is unnecessary. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. Because there's no this dot thickness or this dot bevel size. We don't need this anymore. And the draw function is going to have to change too, I think. But we're going to do a loop. And we're going to call update on all the control points. This dot control points I dot update. What are we passing in? It wants to know top left. It wants to know size. Yeah, I have that. It wants to know thickness ratio. It wants to know bevel size ratio. All these things I can provide and more. And now I need to update the draw function. Okay. So the draw function creates a path, different paths depending on whether bevel is enabled, and this will eventually be controlled more precisely by the UI, but right now it's just bevel size ratio is greater than 0. That's great. And now this is it's not 1, it's dot center. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is now dot bevel 1. This is now dot bevel 2. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. All that work, and what do we get at the end of it? Let's find out. Let's find out. We get a broken piece of crap code. This is a little bit weird. This is a little bit weird. Huh. Update. I do call update, right here, which will initialize the values in control points from undefined, which is what they were, to hopefully not undefined anymore. Hold on. Bevel 1, center, bevel 2. And we've defined update. Dot update is equal to a function. Yes. So this seems like it should be working correctly. Okay, so one way I could fix this is I call update on all the control points. This dot control points equals control points, and control points should have. Okay, so what I do is I say print statement. And we're oh, that's unexpected. Why is it an empty array? Export let control points equals this. Oh, you know what? Ha! Ha 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 ha. I define all these control points, but I don't ever actually... Frick. Oh, hold on. Did I comment it out or did I delete it? Frick, I think I deleted it. Gosh, dang it, dude. Come back to me. Perfect array. Yes. Here we go. It's not that great because I'm going to have to delete the word full repeatedly. And then we hold Y to redo everything. Wow, we code so fast. Oh my gosh. If only. You know, maybe I don't do it like that, right? Maybe I do it like so. Where I create this and then I say control points dot push tip, right? That seems like it would make sense. All right, cool. Let me take off my sweater real quick. Okay. I meant to mute my mic, but whatever. It's crazy. Despite having coded for 2 hours now, I don't feel fully awake yet. That's unpleasant. Wow, this is a lot of code. Okay. Boop. Okay. Now it should work. Now it should work. Ta-da! Hey, we're right back where we were, except... Okay, that's working. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. We're calling each of their update functions separately, and the ones without validation will just keep on beveling. They'll just keep on beveling. Can you believe it? They'll just keep on beveling. That's really fun. I really like that a lot. That's really fun. Oh? Hey, look at that. Look at how good that looks. See how it's like correcting the error that would happen here? Well, this is sort of a disaster, right? That could be another validation, right? Yeah, that could be another validation. For the armpits. Yeah. I want to take a break though, and like a slightly long break, so I'm just gonna stop streaming for a bit. I don't think I'll start back the stream again, but I'll probably work on this more today. This is so cool though. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. We really changed little as far as like features, but this setup for what I'm calling the control points is exactly what it needs to be. Like it's really close. Well, not quite exactly, but it's so close. It's like really good. It's a nice abstraction. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's really great. It makes me very happy. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again. I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I don't know when, how, where I will stream. But if I stream again, I hope to see you there. Until next time, farewell.